Hello po sa inyo lahat. Magandang araw po. Ngayon po ay June 8, 2022, Miyerkules. Welcome po sa The Stock Market Today. Kung first time niyo po sa channel na ito, ako po si Benji Chudoro, isang retired bank officer na nagsimula mag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007 at araw-araw ko po itong ginagawa, and I also report the latest news tungkol sa inyong paborito at pinaka-aktibong stocks. Kung gusto niyo po ng content, niimbitahan ko po kayo mag-subscribe sa aking channel. Kung meron po kayong nais na ipa-review na stock, paki-comment lang po sa comment box at ating ipa-prioritize. Hindi po ako financial advisor. Ang mga sinasabi ko po dito ay hindi po financial advice. I'd like to wish my cousin Mari get well soon. I hope you recover. Matagal-tagal na rin po siyang merong karamdaman at we used to talk about stocks together with his dad, si Tito Sam. And matagal-tagal na rin po namin yung hindi nagagawa. And I did several videos using her facilities in her unit as well as her internet. But unfortunately now, she is sick and she needs our prayers. Get well soon, Mari. Okay, ang ating news ay tungkol sa fuel tax, kasama ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw, June 8, 2022, dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Don't go away. Okay, ito po yung ating financial headline. May inflation sizzles to 3.5-year high. That's 5.4%. Dati 4.9 pa lang no, a few weeks back. Marcos government unlikely to spend fuel tax. Ito po yung ating news today. Jokno sees no need for spending cuts. Next central bank governor signals at least 2 rate hikes. Then bakers scramble to cope amid spike in flour prices. In our corporate news naman, Cebu Landmasters targets 21 projects worth 31.5 billion. Then North Star defers IPO on increased market volatility. I think I've mentioned this already yesterday during our video. Then Toyota Motors Philippines launches Toyota Rush variant, but our main news is here in the business world. But before we get to that, let me share this with you from Philstar. Share prices managed to rise despite inflation woes. So tumataas po yung inflation sa 5.4%, and just a week or 2 weeks ago the central bank raised interest rates to 25 basis points. And I think there will be another round of increase this month and the following month. Okay? So ito po yung ating top story tungkol po sa excise tax on fuel. Marcos government unlikely to suspend fuel tax. A suspension of the excise tax on fuel products is unlikely under the administration of President-elect Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., according to the incoming finance chief. Finance Secretary-designate Ben Jokno, who currently heads the Philippine Central Bank, said it would be unwise to suspend the excise tax on fuel products because revising such a move would be very difficult. When you cut taxes on fuel, it will benefit everybody, the rich, the poor, the middle-income class, he told CNN Philippines. When there is a need to put it back, restore the cut because things have normalized, it's very difficult to push such measures before Congress. Actually, tama si Ben Jokno dyan. And I agree with him, na it benefits everybody. Diba? You remove the excise tax, si makikinabang dyan. Jeepney drivers lang ba? Hindi, lahat. Makikinabang dyan. Pero ang dapat lang makinabang actually, yung transport sector. Kaya tama yung ginagawa ng government ngayon na ayuda card, yung pantawid pasada na card na binibigay sa kanila. Kailangan nga lang mas efficient yung distribution nun. Kasi you just target the sector which is most affected. And removing an excise tax now wouldn't help actually our economy. I think it is a wrong move to cut taxes at this time. Mr. Jokno made a statement after fuel retailers on Tuesday raised prices of gasoline, diesel, and kerosene by 270, 655, and 545 pesos per liter, respectively. The current excise tax is 10 pesos per liter for gasoline, 6 per liter for diesel, 5 per liter for kerosene, and 3 per liter for liquefied petroleum gas. The Duterte administration had rejected calls to suspend excise taxes on fuel products despite continued spike in oil prices. Instead, the government provided direct aid to the most vulnerable sectors. Actually, that's correct. That's a correct move, or a better move. Mr. Jokno had targeted assistance to jeepney drivers, farmers, fisherfolk is more efficient than cutting taxes, and that the next government will continue that approach. However, some public utility drivers claim that they have yet to receive the 6,500 fuel subsidy promised by the government. Mr. Jokno acknowledged that the delay in the distribution of the cash assistance is a problem of implementation. Actually, tama rin si Ben Jokno dyan. Implementation yan. And to distribute it more efficiently. We'll make sure the implementation will be efficient and will be timely. That's what I've been saying. Okay, Mr. Marcos on Monday met with members of his economic team, including Mr. Jokno, incoming budget chief Amena Pangandaman, and incoming social economic planning chief Arsenio Balisacan, among others. Mr. Jokno said the economic team was tasked to prepare a medium-term fiscal plan for the next 6 years. The first half will be a detailed fiscal plan, he said, without giving details. The main goal is to reduce the budget deficit by the end of the term. We want to satisfy our plan to be an upper middle income economy and reduce poverty by a single digit. The government is targeting to bring down the budget deficit to 3% of gross domestic product by 2028. Okay. So yan po ang ating main news, and let's check if there are any comments from our dear subscribers. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pag-subscribe, Okay, we have here one from Isip Roman. Thank you, sir. SMPH, please. Okay, salamat po. And then, do we have more? I think that's it. And thank you for your support in this channel. Okay? Okay. Sorry po, medyo maingay lang, at umuulan dito sa atin. The PSCI index gained 15.61 points or 0.23% up to finish at 6769.62. So it ended almost flat. In the meantime, so makikita po natin na bullish po yung short-term indicator po natin. However, yung 50-day and 100-day exponential are still above the candlesticks, making it generally bearish. However, RSI has moved up to 51.36. In the market activity, 109 companies advanced, 68 declined, while 46 remained unchanged. The all-share index also rose 0.18% or almost flat. The sectoral indices ended mixed. The gainers were the financials, holding companies, and the industrials, while those in the red were mining, properties, and services. So we'll be doing the top 6, Let's do SMPH, Ali, BDO, CNPF, TEL, and BPI. So let's go first to SMPH. Yan. Pinlat ko na po, yung pinaka movement po niya ay generally upwards, although RSI declined from yesterday's 61 naging 56, no? However, yung breakout po natin ay naging yan po yung support level na po natin, ano? Dati pong resistance po yan. And it is at 38.04, but the stock ended with a red engulfing, no? 0.75 centavos down, or 75 centavos down, or 38.35. However, the stock remains bullish as our indicators are still nasa ilalim pa po ng ating mga candlesticks with resistance at 39.78. Support and resistance po, hindi po yan exact points, but these are areas. The next would be si Ali. Yan, nag-gain si Ali. Oh. Nag-gain po siya with our indicators, the 20-day and the 50-day already above or already below the closing price of 32. Yan, no? So nakakakita na po tayo ng bullish trend kay Ali, and the candlestick had a green candlestick for the second successive day. Yan po, no? In the meantime, ang support po natin nasa 28 pesos, while the resistance is at 32.80. After Ali, tingnan naman natin si BDO. Ngayon, si BDO naman moving sideways, and makikita po natin dito, in general, it has been moving sideways for the past 2.5 months, no? March 15, nag-start po mag-move ng sideways po ito. At if we will be drawing the Darvas box, yan po yung pinaka-general movement ng BDO. And BDO would have a resistance at 135.50, while the support is 123.46. Support and resistance, hindi po yan exact points, but these are areas. After BDO, CNPF. CNPF, naku, bearish pa rin sa CNPF. However, yung pinaka-support natin, I see it at 2010, but the resistance level, I see it at EMA 50. Ang EMA 50 po nasa 22.04. And RSI remains bearish at 42.50. So it continues to move downwards. However, sa fundamentals naman po, kung titingnan natin, meron pong buy rating si BDO Securities with a price, a fundamental price of 32, or about a 52% upside. Okay. And then, si TEL naman, yan, TEL continues to move upwards, although this is a red candlestick. It's upwards, bullish to sideways po ang kanyang movement. Ang pinaka-support po niya is 1950. The resistance, I see it at 1950, while the support follows the EMA 100. Yung EMA 100 po nasa 1846. And the upper support level would be EMA 50 at 1896. Yan po si PLDT. And PLDT has a fundamental price of 2,290, or about a 20% upside. Yan po, no? Malalaki po merong upside dito, malalaki, no? The largest, I think, will be Metro Pacific at 87% upside. Vistaland has an upside of 96.6%. I think this is already the most undervalued stock in the index, Vistaland. Ano? Sidetrack lang po na tayo. Okay, then finally we have BPI, our final stock. Si BPI, yan, continues to move sideways, similar to BDO. And RSI is a bit above the midpoint at 52.97, so that would take us to a sideways to bullish level. Meanwhile, the support level is at 89 to 90 pesos, while the resistance is at 100 to 101 pesos. And BPI continues to move sideways, and it has been doing that in the past 2 weeks. Okay, so yan po ang ating report sa stock market. Ika-8 ng Hunyo 2022. Congratulations po sa mga graduates, sa mga gagraduate po today. Ito po si Benji Chodoro nagpapaalala, mag-ingat sa COVID, mag-ingat sa scam. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Love your country. Give our new leaders a chance, but continue to do what is good, right, and just. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtangkilik at hanggang sa muli. Stay safe. God bless. Bye for now.